Hey guys, Dan DeFeo here. It's early on Tuesday morning, and I just have been corresponding with your great leader, Chris and Kim Wallace, over the last few days, coming out of the school, which what an incredible event we had going into Mission 500 there, and really, no better time to be thinking about escalating, our success level than right now, really in line with what Glenn Williams is talking about, with the $100 billion push. Why now? Why not wait? Why not play it safe? Well, because things are lining up, things are really coming together. We're streamlining, we're getting a good amount of speed and acceleration with this group that we've assembled, and that some of which have, come to us, and we're really excited about this group in the future. And so one of the things I wanted to talk to you today about is something that Chris and I have been chatting about, over the last few days about, how do you go from a team of, 5, 6, or 7 to a team of 100? How does the Wallace team get on their own Mission 100 and really feel good about that and sell out to that like crazy? Because, of course, the natural thing to do is to make a very linear appraisal of the situation and say, well, if there's 5 of us, if we each, bring 20 people, that'll be 100. And that can work. There's a lot of stories in Primerica where that can work. I think there are people that have done things like that. I just don't know that that's something everyone can believe in, because, we've seen people come and go. We've seen people be in today and, a life emergency or a curveball in life, or it takes them out, or they lower their commitment level, or somebody gets sick, or something happens, and now there's 4 of us, and oh man, now we got to get 25 each. There's only 4 of us, and so first of all, I think the biggest thing it's going to take is you guys having a heart-to-heart circle talk, with each other. Maybe around a table, maybe around some food, maybe even have yourself a beer or something, and really commit to each other. That is the first step. Joe Enser always said, in every great movement is the commitment. The commitment to each other that, hey, no matter what happens, I'm in. You don't have to worry about me. I'm going to be there. And that's those are big words, to say, because the first time, look at this, the first time it starts snowing, maybe I can't get there because of the weather. Well, that's dumb. We said we were committed, right? Well, I don't have a guest coming, that's why I didn't come. Well, that's dumb. You were committed. I think you guys got to commit to each other. And you're not committing to Chris and Kim. You're committing to each other, that you're going to be the example, that you're going to raise the leadership bar high, that you're gonna get there early, you're gonna stay late, that you're gonna find what needs to get done and do it, that you're gonna set a game plan, for your prospecting and your KTs, and you're gonna hit it, on a day-to-day basis. You're not gonna let the other guy or girl down sitting next to you. So that's the first thing, is your commitment to each other and to the team, that you guys are a Mission 100 team, okay? The next thing it's going to take is a huge contribution. Look, to take your team from 5 to 7 to 100, let's be honest, that's just something most people never do in Primerica. I mean, most people, they say it, they make the poster, they make the t-shirt, but they never really do it. And it's because of their contribution level is too low. Your contribution has to be bigger. Contribution of guests, contribution, number of people at training, number of people on your conference call. You almost have to become evangelistic about getting people in front of your incredible leaders. Every IBA, hey, you got to meet our vice president. He's one of the highest paid guys in Maine, one of the top guys in the Northeast, and we're building a huge business. You got to get in front of my VP. I told him about you. I think he likes you so far. I think you got to get a bigger contribution in field training. And that doesn't mean do more production, although we want to do more production. It means make a bigger contribution to your newest person. You know, your newest person is wondering, is this for real? Can I believe in you? Can I bet my future on you? That's what they're wondering. Just like Chris and Kim give you evidence every day that you can bet your future on them. They're going to be there. The office is going to be there. They're going to have a value-based training. You're going to leave there with something that you couldn't have gotten on your own if you sat at home. Making a bigger contribution to your teammates, to your new recruits, once again, to each other, to your RVP. You guys should be holding them up on a pedestal. Now, they're not going to walk around like they're on a pedestal, but you should hold them in the highest regard. Wow. Chris and Kim called you? Wow. Chris and Kim invited you to coffee? Man, you better get there early and have some questions ready for them. Man, they were talking about maybe running a contest to get you around other big leaders in the Northeast. Man, you guys are a bigger contribution is paramount for this team to go from that 5 to 7 on up to 100 and be a Mission 100 team, which fits very nicely in the Mission 1000 theme and mission that we're on for 2018. And I think when you make the commitment and then you make the contribution, that's when the compensation is going to show up. That's when you're going to see, man, it's going to feel like people are coming out of the woodwork. It's going to feel like, man, everyone you talk to signs up for the school. Everyone you talk to does their 1 by 1,000, you know, and that's where the contribution and the commitment really yield that compensation. And then the last thing is, I think that, you know, and I think Chris and I are working on this, is that follow the system. You guys have an incredible system for investments. You guys have an incredible system as business people. We need to just tweak a little bit our system for getting our new recruits to district leader in 30 days. And look, I've been to every office in the country. I've been to every $1 million earner really's office. There aren't too many, okay, that have more than 20% of their recruits hit their 3x3 in 30 days. Some 25. Usually when it gets above that, those people are monkeying around with the numbers, okay? So a system, you know, maybe it's as simple as class, test, open, close, 3x3. In other words, we get started, we get you signed up for class, we set your test, we want to do a presentation open for you and your family, close your business so you believe in what you do, of course, and go do that for 3 more people. Recruit 3 people and do that same system, class, test, open, close, 3x3. Maybe you start with that, we build off of that, and you guys just dial that in. But man, when you commit to a new system, when you commit to some improvements, I want you to know it's a controversial decision to become a recruiter. Hey, Kate and I used to be exactly where that team is. 5-6 people showing up, $150,000 a year income, predominantly investments. 2, 3, 4 people making $20,000 and $30,000. I had one division making $50,000. All investments, pretty much. A little bit of premium. You know, sometimes a 10 by 10 base. But we did it. And what we did was we went on a mission first to get between 4 and 8 directs every month. We did 93 directs in 10 months between Kate and I, so there was 2 of us, okay? 93 directs in 10 months. And that was the year 2003 to 2004 that we went from 25 people at convention up to 100 people. The thing I was thinking about yesterday, and I'll wrap with this, is that's also the year that my father passed away, and it was not sudden. It was a long, drawn-out, horrible process. It's also the year we had Matthew. It's also the year Kate was pregnant 8 weeks later with Callie. It's also the year we moved our office, and it's also the year that Kate's mother had to retire from teaching school. We had to retire her, pay off all their bills. and start figuring out how we're going to take care of them. So in the 2 years that we grew the most, we gave the greatest commitment. We also had the greatest adversity. But it's also what produced the greatest run in our business that continues today, all from that 12 to 24 month period. So I invite you guys today to start your attack run and to not give up and to stay focused and stay on target. Look to the guy next to you, look to the girl next to you, and say, I'm in. You can count on me. And those are big words, but then put your big feet in those big shoes to fill them up, fill the gaps, and let's you become a double-digit recruiter with your commitment and your contribution. That'll get you your compensation, and you guys will be 100-person team this time next year. This is Dan DeFeo reporting for Mission 1000. Have a great day.